Hey guys, this is Kangaroothless, and I have a treat for you because this is going to be a Protoss vs Zerg on the map ESG Cloud Kingdom, but you're not going to see any more Plat Scrubs this series. It's actually going to be Series 4 that I'm going to cast of the SCC's Butters Bash. This is going to be a match between two master players. So, spawning in the bottom left as the red Protoss is going to be Dark Omicron, who recently signed with a pretty big team, which I think it's the same team, I'm not mistaken, as... Oh, goodness. Now I'm going to forget and sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. He did sign with a pretty big team. I think he's on their B team. So Dark Omicron is a semi-pro from the wonderful land of Europe. In fact, I like to make fun of him and tell him that he's Flemish, but he's not actually Flemish, believe it or not. Little known fact. His opponent, by the way, everyone should know this guy's name. It is Area 51 Scrubbles. Scrubbles is playing as the yellow Zerg here in this matchup. Scrubbles, of course, loves long bubble baths and walks on the beach in pina coladas. Also loves creeping it up. So here we go, a PvZ on this wonderful ESG Cloud Kingdom. I always have a hard time on this map. I guess I just don't understand its layout. But let's have a look at it real quick. This is pretty easily defensible for the Protoss. As well, taking this third base is a big risk because there's a flank from this end, from this end. You can also be attacked up here, and as well Mutilis, harass. It's not as big of a deal. I think a bigger issue really is getting sieged up, having to split your armies, so really run-bys and flanks. What you have to worry about here. Looks like Scrubbles going to go for a pull before expansion. It makes sense because Protosses love to throw down pylons, especially where you wanted to throw your hatchery. Down goes the forge, because there is no hatchery first, there's a pull first. So it's going to force a forge first, and then Darko's going to go ahead and throw down his nexus. Anytime now, there he goes. In fact, look at that Dark Omicron. Able to throw down that pylon to be super annoying and just... Oh, he missed it. That is too bad. So, Scrubbles is actually going to get down the expansion. Meanwhile, Overlord's just kind of sitting out here over the base, just like, what's up? I can totally look and see what you're doing because you don't have any units that can shoot up. It is not ZBT, it is ZBP. There goes a cannon that can shoot up, but it can't move. It's very stationary. They were designed with that in mind. How come the Zerglings are going to take control of the watchtower? These three kind of had a quick coffee break, just catching up, kind of seeing whatever it is Zerglings talk about. I guess, you know, harassing and running by, scouting, getting killed by zealots, that kind of interesting things. How many Zerglings we talk about? Gateway's finally going down, and this is pretty interesting right here. Look at what Scrubbles is doing. He's actually mining out of 2 gases. This is so he can get really fast gas and likely go for some sort of all-in. There's no real reason to get this sort of gas as fast as a Zerg. He's getting those 2 gases before he even gets the second queen. So yeah, this is going to be a very aggressive play. And we'll have to see if Dark Omicron's going to be ready for it. So I mean, right now the Zerglings have scouted around. They see that, hey man, there is no probe to our knowledge out here. No hidden pylons, they're just going to hang out here in front. Dark Omicron's being kind of greedy. I have noticed in several of his games, he is quite a greedy player. Here we go, the probe transfer finally going down. Right now we only have 1 zealot, we have a cannon, and a stalker's about to be on the way. Getting that cybernetics core research on the way as well. Let's look at the income tab. It is 22 to 29. And you want to know why it's only 22? Because Scrubbles has taken his drones out of gas, he is saving up that larva, getting that roach horn and that Zergling speed, and he's going to go for roach bust. So by the way, Zergs, if you're ever looking for a player that you need to watch just to see how to bust, you know, just to bust different races or whatever, Scrubbles is pretty good for that. He knows a lot of all-ins. That's not to say that he's always a cheesy player, he just knows a lot of all-ins and he can execute them accordingly. Alright, so with 2 hatcheries, he's going to have an insane economy. As well, he's taken all his drones out of gas, so he's fully saturated, I believe. Almost fully saturated over here. Over here, not quite as saturated. Going to pull these roaches together. Meanwhile, Dark Omicron is going for a 7-gate. Good old-fashioned 7-gate. I'm not even getting any sort of upgrades at all, just rushing straight to a 7-gate. Zergling's running around in circles. Here comes out the probe to lay down a pylon, but suddenly there's a ton of roaches. As a Protoss, you're always upset whenever this happens to you. Zerglings are rushing in. This cannon's not going to last too long. That's too many roaches. The Zerglings are going to get in here. The cannon goes down. Zerglings are going to surround the Stalkers in the back. Roaches will start to take out these Zealots in the front. There's just not enough production here. So, having to pull probes, never a good thing. These roaches are going to hug the walls. The probes are not going to get a very good surround. Down go all the pylons, and wow. You just gotta hate when that happens to you. Good game goes Dark Omicron, and Scrubbles will take the first game in the series. So that was a pretty cool all-in. I'll have to try that out sometime. I've been your host as always, King Ruthless. Be sure to rate, subscribe, comment, and favorite, and be sure to check out more games from the SCC's Butters Bash. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.